Let's go back to our top story today, which is obviously the Prime Minister has announced the reshuffle to her cabinet and, a spruce up to the KiwiBuild policy. Phil Twyford is out. He's losing that housing portfolio. Megan Woods is taking over from him. She will lead a new team and take charge of KiwiBuild. And other responsibilities in that housing portfolio have basically been carved up. Now, someone to benefit from that carve up is Mana MP Kris Faafoi. He has previously been outside Cabinet, a minister outside Cabinet. He's been promoted into Cabinet now and is going to take responsibility for state housing and homelessness. And I believe he's on the line now. Kia ora, Kris.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your top priorities?
Oh, look, continuing the good work in public housing that Phil has begun, and trying to make sure we can accelerate the opportunities for people to get into public housing. The housing problem isn't going away. So someone whose own family was given an opportunity via a state house, I kind of see it as one of the basic responsibilities or the privilege of this role to make sure we can supply them for others. So
how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? There's more than 11,000 people on the waiting list. You're talking about escalating things here. How are you going to do that? Because obviously you're competing with labourers and builders who are wanting to build KiwiBuild houses as well.
Yeah, that's why working alongside the Minister of Housing, who has responsibility for KiwiBuild, is extremely important, because we're going to have to coordinate those efforts, as has been the case to date as well. But making sure we get the right mix of both the increase that we need for both KiwiBuild and for public housing is important, and also working alongside the likes of community housing providers to ensure that we can put people who need public housing in those spaces. It's going to be a mission, and one that, I hope to use the experience of the last 18 months of just knuckling down and getting onto some of this hard work and finding out where some of the hold-ups or the blockages might be, to increase the supply of public housing available.
How many social houses will this government have built in its first year?
So, Lisa, two things. So we've built, I think it's 1,400 to date. I am now 2 hours into this responsibility and haven't even had a chance to meet with my officials, so I think it would be rather naive of me to give an answer to that now. But what I do commit to is making sure that I can do my best as the new Associate Housing Minister to make sure that those opportunities are there for those people who need that housing.
Prior to the election, Phil Twyford said that he thought you could eradicate homelessness within 2 terms. Eradicating homelessness within 2 terms. Do you stand by that? Is that a goal you will work to, and can you achieve it?
Well, I'm in a time that I'm going to have the portfolio, Lisa. I'm going to try my best to chip away as much as I can to the homelessness problem. I don't want to see anyone who's in those positions either sleeping in cars. That's not what most New Zealanders would want. As I say, I'm just 2 hours into this job, and I want to make sure that I get a good idea of where things are at. But as someone, again, who had the opportunity of a state home and the privilege of that, it's going to be absolutely fundamental to me that we tackle the problem of making sure there are enough public houses and we can have a decent crack at reducing homelessness as much as we can.
Thanks for joining us, the newly minted Minister inside Cabinet, Kris Faafoi, who, as you heard there, is taking responsibility for state housing and homelessness. And as he said, only a couple of hours with his feet under the desk in that role.